Yes, students. In this part, we are going to study who are alchemists, what were they doing, what they achieved so far by their action. See, in good old age, philosophy was at its peak. Many ideas were there, but there were people. They wanted to prove that idea. And in order to prove the idea, some trial and error experiments are to perform as per the basis they thought. So, those people who were attempting to prove these ideas, which ideas I tell you, are called alchemists. And alchemists were there in Arab. Alchemists were there in China, in India, and in Europe. But overall, their approaches were nearly same. In general, if I have to say, if I have to tell you, they were in search of three things. The first, philosopher's stone. What was their consideration? Metal is made up of various things. Mercury and sulfur as a fundamental atom they considered, and by different composition, by different combinations, various metals or matter is made up of. They were with the belief gold is a perfect metal. And if we take other metal, imperfections are there. And those imperfections are removable. Those imperfections are curable. How to remove those imperfections? So their belief was there exists one stone. So as per their philosophy, philosopher's stone. By rubbing that stone on the baser element, say a baser element lead, which was known at that time, a lead will get converted to gold. So for several centuries, they were in search of this philosopher's stone. Second thing that they were believing, there exists a medicine called elixir of life. By taking that medicine, person will be free from all diseases. Person will be immortal. So immortality, if one needs to attain, then elixir of life is a need. So they were searching elixir of life in the nature. And third interesting thing that they were believing, there exists such a solvent in the nature which can dissolve each and everything. See, interestingly, they were believing there exists a solvent which can dissolve anything, but they have never thought where will they keep that solvent in case if they discover, because the pot in which they will keep that solvent, pot also will dissolve. But they were in search of the universal solvent. So philosopher's stone, elixir of life, and universal solvent. Those three aspects randomly everywhere throughout the world, different alchemists were searching for several centuries. But achievement point of view, they got very less. No doubt in metallurgy, in medical field, they have excelled. But to hunt basic behavior of the matter, they did not got any success. So almost the span of 1600 years went out. And after that, means by end of the 17th century, Robert Boyle said that we should conduct the experiment in one particular direction. What direction Robert Boyle has given? Because of that, the alchemistry became chemistry. So, father of the modern chemistry, Robert Boyle, what he is going to tell us, what are his teachings, What are his findings? That we are going to discuss in the next part.